Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Can everyone see? Let's give it a minute. Let chat catch up. Hi, everyone. Alright, so we're going to play some Civilization 5 Brave New World. I haven't really played much of this expansion, but I got a lot of play in with Civ 5, so hopefully that'll be fun. Oh, also, everyone welcome my guest, Lars, my friend from UVic.
Hello, everybody.
You may recall Lars from previous episodes of A Swiftly Tilting Cameron.
Episode. I've joined you for one so far, I think.
I think so.
But anyway.
So, seeing as how I am not super familiar with this expansion, I'm going to go with an old favorite leader and use, where are they? Nebuchadnezzar. Lars and I will be playing for a science win, considering that we're both chemists. And I'm going to play at Emperor, because Immortal pisses me off, but Emperor I can almost beat most of the time. So if that sounds like fun to you guys. Sounds good?
I think so.
Alright.
Apparently they thought I was Lars. Is there something I don't know?
I have no idea. Alright, so Nebuchadnezzar, for those of you who aren't familiar with Civilization 5, most civilizations get a unique unit and a unique building. They also have a trait. I will explain more about this to you as the game goes on.
Of heaven be upon you,
But
Father of mighty and ancient Babylon.
Yes, I was the guy who brought you silica gel. This is my legacy. I'm actually reasonably proud of that. I'm looking into getting a giant, preferably 3 or 4 kilo container of silica gel for one of the giveaway things for next Desert Bus. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know what restrictions there are in shipping silica gel.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do, let's up my options.
This is a good place to found a city.
Hi!
Food and resources are plentiful here.
Thank you! Goodbye, tutorial. Alright. Welcome while we set up the, where is grid? May not be trade. Sure, that sounds fine. Game options. Ugh. Advisor level. No advice. There we go. My grid. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Civilization, the task is to build on a strategic level a nation over several thousand years. So what we start off with is a unit of settlers and a unit of warriors. The settlers are what we use to build cities, and I can build a city at any point on this map, provided I can move my settler to it. But before I do that, you usually want to build a city turn 1, unless you're in a real bad position. But let's just scout around for anything obviously better. This seems fine. I mean, it's adequate. It's next to a river, so we have lots of access to, like, improving the local terrain to yield more food. We're going to build a monument right away so that we can start building culture, which... Okay. How are we going to do this? Alright. So, in order to grow, in order to survive in civilization, you need to be able to build stuff. Cities are what you use to build things. The larger the city, the faster, the more resources it produces. Bigger cities lead to more productive civilizations. So in order to build larger cities, we need to produce a lot of food. This bar over here, when it fills up in 8 turns, our city will grow by 1 person. Every person we have can work an additional tile. So what we're going to do is set our city to prioritize building food so that its population continues to grow. So okay, other things I will explain later on. The rate at which we build whatever we're building in the city, which for this moment is a monument, which I'll explain later, is determined by the number of hammers that are in the tiles that are worked by our city. Right now, we are only producing 1 hammer per turn, which means our monument will be completed in 10 turns. Otherwise, we're also getting 2 coins from this, which increase the amount of money we make per turn, which we can see over here. Culture is something that we use to build social policies. Right now, we have 0 of 25 culture, and we're producing 1 culture per turn.
I can't see that, the overlay.
I do not deal with... You guys are just going to have to deal with the fact that you can't see the overlay right now, because I do not touch whatever program it is we're using.
One does not simply mess.
Yeah, we have this
XSplit?
thing set up. Yeah, I think it's XSplit. I'm not touching it. I don't do it. So...
I guess we'll just have to read it out.
Yeah.
If there's relevant information up there.
Yeah. Basically all it is like... it's the information window for whatever unit we're on or whatever we're building and the mini-map. Otherwise you can see the entire thing. Anyways, so your social policies are things that affect your entire civilization at once. You can adopt broad trees and upgrade your social policies with more social policies. This doesn't even make sense. I'm not explaining it very well. Your social policies, once you begin to adopt them, become more sophisticated the more culture you dump into them, reflecting an increasingly sophisticated legal cultural framework that your civilization lives in. So what I want to do is build a so-called tall civilization. A tall civilization, as opposed to a wide civilization, focuses on many densely populated cities. A wide civilization, has few densely populated cities. A wide civilization has many smaller cities. Part of the reason that this is a tiny map, we just found a natural wonder. So that gives us, there are natural wonders scattered across the world. They increase the amount of happiness in your civilization, which is this over here, because they're cool to look at. And if you build a city nearby them, you get this from that tile, which is 2 money and 3 science. Pretty cool. Global happiness is, when your civilization is happy, it contributes towards Golden Age points. When you have a Golden Age, you get a bunch of bonuses for as long as the Golden Age lasts. When your cities are unhappy, then bad things start happening to you.
I feel like I should be taking notes. I've played this before, but it was for only one day, and I had no idea what I was doing. It was fun, though.
It's a good game. Oh, lame. Okay, so we discovered some ruins. Oh, cool. Constantinople's over there. So that's a competing civilization. So we're just going to keep looking around. Theodora.
Ποιον όνομα είπε Μισέ, ο καλός ξένος? Είμαι η Θεοδόρα, η φίλη.
All right. So the Byzantines do all kinds of stuff. They do a lot of faith. They work well with religion, so we'll probably wind up in a position where we wind up adopting their religion, which is a shame.
Conform.
Anyways, the game is pretty intuitive. It's not nearly as complex as I'm making it sound. It's just there's a lot of stuff to consider when you start playing on higher difficulty levels. Which we're doing.
So what do we have to do for a science victory?
For a science victory, what you want to do is you research several top-end technologies.
Okay.
And you build a spaceship to colonize a nearby solar system.
Okay.
Okay, so check it out. We've got one turn. Our food bar is nearly full, at which point our city will grow in population by one person. So...
One person.
One person.
Only one.
Which means it doubles in size. Let's see. Our warriors can't really take on a barbarian encampment, so we're going to avoid that. And just kind of try to protect our borders. See, now we have 2 population in Babylon, and we are working another grid square. Our city has become more productive. Next turn, we'll discover pottery.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Okay, so now we can build 2 additional types of buildings. A granary, which increases the amount of food that we produce in the city, or a shrine, which means we start accumulating faith. Accumulating faith lets you found religions. Religions are things that, like culture, affect your entire civilization at once. Next up, we are going to research writing, which is good for the Babylonians because when the Babylonians research writing, they generate a great scientist. And a great scientist is a very powerful bonus this early in the game.
There is no escape.
Let's build a shrine. I probably should build the granary first to play the long game, but if the Byzantines are right next door, if we're playing a game with the Byzantines, I want to be able to start competing on the religion ground with them. I think they do religion. God, I haven't done a lot with this game recently. Uh-oh. Barbarians.
Bit far.
For those of you unfamiliar with civilization, there are... the computer will generate, if you have a lot of fog of war, this stuff, undiscovered territory, or territory that you just aren't paying a lot of attention to, like these darkened areas, where there's no opposing civilization, the computer will use that territory to generate barbarian encampments, like the one that we abandoned over here, near the Byzantines. Barbarian encampments generate barbarian units, and they send them to attack you. That's bad. It's super irritating. They aren't a real threat to your civilization, but they can, like, crap up your infrastructure pretty heavily once you start improving tiles. Especially since they repair themselves by... Will this wipe out the unit? No, perfect. What we want is this exact thing. We want our warrior unit to get the kill so that it generates some experience. More experienced units get advancements. Oh, come on. For cereal?
Oh.
Alright. Remember how I was talking about culture earlier? We have accumulated 27 out of 25 culture, which means we get to adopt a new social policy. I'm going to use that social policy to unlock the tradition policy tree, which means that at this stage of the game, it means that our capital city will generate 3 additional culture points per turn. Also, it lets us build the hanging gardens. Later on, the tree will allow us to get more things that I'll explain as we go through them. But suffice it to say, the tradition tree is really good for civilizations that want to build few, large cities. Liberty is what you want to adopt if you are building many small cities. Hit him with the stick!
That took a lot of effort.
God, you guys suck.
I'm suddenly reminded of a different game that you were playing recently.
Actually, you know what? I totally forgot. There's an Ancient Ruins over here that we should go check out. Ancient Ruins are just these random places on the map. When you enter them, or when you explore them with a unit, you will get a random thing. Sometimes it can be quite good. Hey! Cool. Our unit equipped itself with advanced weapons it found among the ruins, and they are now a spearman.
Wait, advanced weapons from ruins?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't ask any questions. Okay, we finished building our shrine, and now you can see we are generating one faith per turn.
A good book kills reason itself.
And we just completed researching writing, which means we can build a library, the Great Library of Alexandria, which is a great wonder. The difference between these two is that a library can be built in any city.
And a morning star.
Ah, okay, we'll talk about that later. A library is a building that improves your science output. It can be built in any city, it costs a certain amount of gold per turn to maintain it. The Great Library is a world wonder, and what only one civilization can build. The game can only have one great library. It is a vastly improved library, kind of, and it's much more expensive. I.e., Great Library is great. I'd like to try to rush this if possible, but if we don't get it, NBD, I won't feel too bad. Hey, another ruin for us to explore. So, what I want to do with our great scientist is build an academy. An academy is a special tile improvement that certain great people can build tile improvements. For a scientist, it is called an academy. What that does is that square will now produce a lot of research per turn. So right now we're producing 6. If I build an academy in this square and send someone to work on it, we will be producing 14. Oh, it's Claude Shannon. The Claude Shannon, for those of you who are on... All the great people are named. Claude Shannon was I guess he was an electrical engineer working at Bell Labs in the 1950s and was responsible for the underpinnings of information theory. So that's pretty cool. So, let's make sure we're always working that. And this will make our thing do a thing. Hooray! We found 20 culture in the ruins. Anyways, the reason that I like these games is that I always thought the interesting part of these games wasn't necessarily winning them, but was building a civilization that was worth living in. I mean...
How profound.
Well, it's... Winning is easy. Not easy, but I mean, it's a challenge and you overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not fundamentally that interesting. The Byzantine... Theodora is proposing that we sign a declaration of friendship. That seems fine. I don't really need these guys as enemies. Hark! Another ruin. We're just finding ruins all over the place. We're getting ruined. So it looks like everyone has discovered is producing roughly the same amount of culture.
We shall inherit the earth, but not its mineral rights.
Sure. More ruins. This is the point in the game where I'd start getting worried about all these ruins. What happened to all these people? Why is this place just scattered with ruins? Hey, we got 20 faith. That's actually a pretty big deal. That means we'll found a pantheon next turn. We'll be the first people to found a pantheon.
Sounds like it's right up your alley for the for what you wanted.
Yeah. So a pantheon is the crudest example of a religion in the game. Generally, whenever you expand your religion, you get to add some new tenet to it. And those tenets are fairly subtle bonuses that rely heavily on how widespread your religion is. But the pantheon bonuses are, like, pretty basic, but they can be... You have them for most of the game. So, what do we want here?
That is a lot of options.
Yeah. What do we have nearby? Cotton, cattle, marble, stone, and we're on a river. All of the Pantheon bonuses are heavily to do with what is nearby to you, right? Like, think of you know, I don't know how to say this. Think of ancient religions, right? You can worship the aurora, basically, right? That might be a thing that your people do. You can worship ancestors. You can, like, derive basically whatever resources are nearby, that will be what Pantheon bonus you should consider taking. So pastures, we'll build a pasture here eventually, and we'll get additional culture from that because we worship the open sky. Maybe we worship Bacchus, basically, and get additional culture and faith from wine and incense. Goddess of Love kind of sucks. A lot of these aren't, like, terribly great. Like, Desert Folklore seems really strong. We have all these desert squares. Look at this. We'll definitely be building a city over here to take advantage of the Behringer Crater. Where was that?
The desert one?
Yeah.
It was near the top.
Okay. Another possibility, plantations. We'll be building plantations with all that cotton. Honestly, it's not a huge deal. Desert Folklore from Desert Tiles. Like, and also, those will count from floodplains. Eventually we'll be building, like, this is a desert tile, and we will be cultivating that. This is a desert tile, and we'll be cultivating that. So that's 2 here. Yeah, and then we could grab Petra. So let's do Desert Folklore. We also get a new policy this turn. And we will do the Landed Elite, which grants 10% additional food and just straight additional +2 food in the capital, which means our capital grows very quickly now. In 2 turns, it'll have 4 population. Oh, and we also have Marble. Why didn't I notice that earlier? Marble's really good because it accelerates the rate at which you build wonders.
How happy
I.e. things like the Great Library, which we kind of want. I suppose we should build the calendar. Research calendar, so that we can start building plantations.
Build a calendar?
Well, we need to research the calendar first. And that'll also grant us stoneworks, which we will build in Babylon to further exploit the quarries that we will build to mine stone, or quarry stone and marble. So that seems like a good thing to have. Let's just heal these guys up before we send them out exploring again. Oh, someone's gonna get stabbed in their face hole. Hey guys! Do you like to party? Let's party!
Owned.
Pwned.
So teach us to number our days, so that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
So that implies that there's a barbarian encampment somewhere out there. Oh, wait, there's that one. We never did deal with that one. We'll take bronze working next. Choose production. Let's get a worker going, and then a settler. What's up?
Kathleen sneezed in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said Gesundheit.
Oh.
Here Hector entered, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand.
Okay.
The bronze point gleamed in front of him, and was fastened to the shaft of the spear by a ring of gold.
Interesting point. The things that Homer talks about in the Odyssey and the Iliad technically occurred in the Iron Age. However, those stories are all written with bronze weapons and armor. Ostensibly, I've heard one theory is that because bronze catches sunlight dramatically. So the Trojans, who worship Apollo, get to have like that symbolic quality to their spear points. Stomped him. What now, noobs?
Sail away.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox.
Let's go the wheel. Basically, my strategy for warfare in Civilization 5 can be expressed as, on turn 1, open the research menu, click on dynamite, and put a rock on the next turn button.
Can you survive that fight?
Oh man. I guess we have to murder these guys. This barbarian encampment's putting in work, by the way. Raffle stomped.
You only have... Well, I guess there are 4 guys there, whatever that converts to in health.
We need to start filling the holes in our tech tree. Now the question is, do we want to continue expanding tradition? Or do we want to move over to liberty, which will expand, or improve the rate at which we expand? I think we've gotten a lot of what's good out of tradition so far.
He who commands the sea.
Next turn we'll start attacking with those spearmen again. They should have recovered enough to take out this encampment fairly efficiently in 1 or 2 turns. And pointedly before the encampment produces another barbarian unit.
How convenient.
Oh, for fucking out loud. Yeah, what now? I'm in your base killing your mans.
Uh-oh.
That's
Away.
good.
Rouse the spirit of Zeus fostered kings. Their honor comes from Zeus, and Zeus, god of counsel,
Yeah.
loves them.
Yeah, Lord Darren, you're probably right. It's probably best to fill out tradition so we get the free aqueducts. Let's run away.
Runs fast.
Runs 2 turns.
2 turns or 2 tiles?
2 tiles.
Yeah.
Luckily, those brutes are weak enough that the city's defense will just probably ruin them.
Probably?
Probably. We are making fat bank BT dubs.
Can that one guy polish those off?
Oh, heavens no.
Okay. Too much to hope for.
Yeah, you don't come around these parts no more. Watermill or settler? I think we should probably start expanding our civilization.
Take advantage of those desert tiles?
Yeah.
And the wonder?
Yeah.
Or someone else beats you to it?
You expand or die.
Three things are to be looked to in a building. That it stand on the right spot.
Oh, good, we know how to build things now.
Well,
Kind of.
building big things.
Wait, you mean mud isn't structurally sound?
That's not great. Let's go up to mathematics. Shit.
Wow. There goes that plan.
Yep, we're gonna lose now.
Are we actually?
We're playing on Emperor. We were never going to win, Lars.
Ah.
Don't kid yourself.
I guess I just had too much faith in you there, Cam.
Well, this'll learn you.
Finish up. That was close.
I hate this game so much. So, we give you cotton. You give us 7 gold and 6 gold per turn for 30 turns. And we accept your embassy. Yeah, sure. Currency to make that Skrilla. Yeah, we should move someone over here to find out which city-state this is. As soon as these spearmangs get healed back up. Okay, with a so-called tall empire, we want our cities, because our cities will be ginormous, to be well spread apart. Ideally, you'd want them 6 tiles apart, so we could put this one here, where it can reach 1, 2, 3. It won't be able to get these deer, but it can get those. This cotton, wheat, horses, cattle, the furs, and these fish. That seems like a not bad place. I want to build a watermill here to further encourage our growth and also improve our production rate. Yeah, the AI is like big cheating, just so you guys know. Like that's the nature of the game.
Hard cheating. Well, otherwise it wouldn't be hard, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got to wipe out this barbarian encampment. Yes, I will accept more of your money. High five, Theodora.
Please, throw me more money. I love money.
Now, the city doesn't really do much to shore up our borders with the Byzantines. Ideally, I'd like to move a city out over here. But we'll do what we can in the interim. We have met Kiev. They are cultured. Oh, I never noticed that. It plays the gate of Kiev from pictures at a museum. What's the?
Don't remember.
What's the composition called?
I'm sure Chet knows.
Yeah,
Chet
Chet can
knows
figure
all.
it out.
That boat done got fucked up.
Quite. So what I'd like to do next is build a road to Akkad. So we get all kinds of trade bonuses with it.
I was just about to ask, why build
Pictures
a road?
at an exposition. Thank you, Elemental Alchemist.
See, Chet does know all.
Bye, Kathleen.
Bye guys, have
See you later. Will do.
I've also had a lot of fun playing this game with Hiawatha, who I had no idea that this was true, but Hiawatha is king of the motherfuckers. The unique unit for the Iroquois is a swordsman that doesn't require iron, so you can just scoop it up. Alex is making...
Catan? There's hexagons.
Well, Alex,
I'll show myself out.
that is the only game to have ever used hexagons for anything.
Yeah.
Alright, now Kievan, we are bros. Kiev is a city-state, which is just a one-city civilization. They don't expand, they don't do much, but they are providing us with a lot of culture now since we are buddies. Because you can initiate trade with them in a limited sense, and they will provide you with stuff in return. So they produce incense and horses.
Better is bread with a happy heart.
Let's just fill out what we can of our map. What do we want here?
Engineering sounds useful.
Engineering's good to build like roads across rivers and additional trade. Yeah, let us build an additional trade route, even though that's something we aren't really exploiting right now, and we should be. Let's go for engineering. I suppose we could pledge to protect them. That seems fine.
Do they give you extra stuff for that pledge?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so we're going to fill out the tradition tree before we move on to another one, because when we max out the tradition tree, our first 4 cities get a free aqueduct, which means they grow faster. Which is important for our strategy. It's part of our plan. It is 1120 BC right now.
$1080.
Now it's 1080.
1080p. Sorry, B.
Mm-hmm. I really want to build another settler and start expanding eastward.
You may have to.
I may have to. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Putting a city here, or maybe even over here. Here would be good, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work. But yeah, we should be building a library, you're right.
Books and stuff. Yes, the Great Library has been taken.
But yeah, we need to expand.
Gonna move fast.
Otherwise, Theodora is going to expand there.
Yeah, that blue line is
Yeah, it's moving south.
it's doing the
pretty
creepio.
quick.
All for a crater.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are rushing for a hole in the ground. An actual, literal, smoldering hole in the ground.
Well, it's not really smoldering anymore, is it?
Wait, hold up. You're right, I can just buy a settler. Something tells me we're going to need this Colosseum. Colosseums improve happiness in your empire.
And then sadness in others.
No, but they are...
Gotta get the gladiators from somewhere.
Yeah. Let's do iron working. We've got some iron over here. Might as well build the swordsman that we can. I forgot how much money we were making. It's actually kind of insane.
14 per unit turn.
Like, Theodora just gave us a ludicrous amount of cash. Oh, we lost the Hanging Gardens as well.
I guess we're just not cultured.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have the kind of production. Oh, this is actually a really sweet spot. Check it out. We're next to a river. We've got the oasis over here. We're going to have a lot of resource tiles on the desert, which means that we'll get lots of faith from it because of our Pantheon ability. We are making 13 gold a turn right now. Yeah, this is why I wanted to build... Oh, you can't even see it. We're at 2 unhappiness after building that city, which makes sense. You know, that'll happen.
They're unhappy that there's another city?
Yeah, basically, the more cities you have imposes a penalty on... yeah.
I thought we were already friends.
No, we had a couple of trade deals.
Ah.
Or wait, no, our Treaty of Friendship had expired, I think.
Oh. I'll be friends with you, but only for this long?
Yeah. Well, it's a formal thing. And considering that we have some unhappiness in our empire right now, we can stop rushing food production so hard. Because when your empire is unhappy, it applies an enormous penalty to your growth rate. So when you're unhappy, like, trying to just rush food is a complete waste. I should really build quarries here. And then we need another worker. Quite a lot. Ugh. There's so much stuff we need right now, chat. I really want to build another city.
Do not wait.
And quickly.
You could probably afford it. You've got 400 golds.
Mm-hmm. what we need to do, and I'm really stupid for having not done this, is buy a library. Library.
That. Okay.
Because not only does a library produce research, it produces... We can put someone in it, a scientist... Certain buildings have slots, wherein you can take a person out from working in the field and put them into a building, wherein they will do a thing. For a library, the slot is called a scientist slot, and it produces research on its own, but it also produces great scientist points. Every time you accumulate a certain number of great people points of any kind, you get a great person of that kind. We want great people, we want great scientists because they let us build academies.
It's okay, even if we don't get great people. We know we're great, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Who cares what the game says?
Yeah. We need another worker.
Well, actually, Cam can call himself stupid. He's not certified smart yet.
True facts. I'm the dumbest person I know.
Speedy.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα της αλωτρίας
Yes, we'll trade you our excess cotton for iron. 5 iron? Holy crap.
Every turn for 30 turns? Is that what that
No,
read
no.
says?
What it is Kiev is under attack. Oh, noes.
Uh-oh. I don't think he'll make it in time.
Oh, they're pretty tough.
I don't think they trust you anymore, though.
We aren't best buds. Hey, all right. We just had a great prophet born. So that means we can now found a religion. Found a religion. Great people allow you to do certain things. Great prophets.
I found a religion.
Yep. Found it on the ground, out in the desert. So a religion does all kinds of neat shit for us. And I want to found Zoroastrianism, mainly because I just kind of want to have a guy around named Zarathustra, and also it's got all this like fire stuff, which is kind of badass, TBH.
Also sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's do that. Founder belief. Global happiness for every 2 cities fall. That one's decent. The money ones are usually really good. So let's go with tithe. Swords into Plowshares is pretty good, but do we have feed the world? Feed the world can be really powerful. Although, like, Swords into Plowshares is also really good. Yeah, change the religion name to Cornism. Blood for the blood god. Yeah, it's feed all the world.
Scientology.
How about we found atheism?
Works for me.
Lol.
Now that's a belief I can get behind.
Our atheism is in the room.
Communism. I like that one.
Feed the world is probably pretty good, actually. We want to produce growth. But that also involves building like these religious buildings that don't necessarily do a whole lot for us. So if we're going to go with Feed the World, do we have anything else that will give us bonuses from shrines and temples? Not really.
Tiltology.
Mahald, don't worry about it. It's a joke. You can chillax. Yeah. I think I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time at war, so let's go with Swords to Plowshares.
No, we already have an emperor for Canada. His name's Stephen Harper. I don't think
Religious buildings do not... yeah. Can we actually not have the religion discussion?
Oh, it's far too late for that.
Well, our atheism has arrived, everyone. What's going on in this thread?
I'll just keep believing on this.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the hex grid actually makes building roads quite easy. Let's just keep them... Let's keep our roads to our cities in such a way that we... Oh, right, we're not getting that much gold from Theodora anymore. That's sad.
Should be able to demand more gold. Here, we'll throw clothes at you.
What do we want here? Let's build a caravan. Actually, that's pretty important. We can have up to... You can't see it. We can have up to 3 trade routes. We have none right now. That is a resource we should be exploiting.
Tim Horton is the patron saint of Canada.
Mm-hmm. Hooray, they're dead.
That took a little while.
We only had to shell that boat for 700 years.
It's a long time for a fleet to camp out.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm actually surprised that the boat managed to survive that long. I mean, they're pretty good, but they kind of need servicing every once in a while.
Guys, I cannot tell you how profoundly disinterested I am in having the religion discussion in my chat.
I thought you were going to Kiev.
I am.
You just took the roundabout route?
Yeah?
Good.
Well, I don't know where they're attacking from.
Right.
Or if they're even still attacking.
Probably not.
Pieces of bronze, or welcome to the medieval era.
That didn't sound sarcastic at all. Holy sheep shit!
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Run away. That's a bit of a surprise.
Cavalry.
Yeah.
How very... terrifying.
Quite. Hooray! Well, this is some hot loose bullshit.
Wait, barbarians have horses?
Yes, Lars.
Takes way too much work.
Alright, we have fully exploited the tradition tree. Can't even afford any soldiers.
So they captured one of your builders?
Yep.
Lame.
Quite.
We just hit them with stones and that did that little damage?
Mm-hmm. I know, right?
Physics brought to you by dice.
Mm-hmm.
A horse.
That seems quite good. Swordsman. There are no circumstances in which I'm going to take my shirt off for you, chat. Hate to break it to you.
I think that'd be a bit awkward.
Quite.
I'd have to leave the room. Are they burning your horses down?
Apparently. Everything sucks. La 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 la.
Hey, you're the one who chose this difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
You brought it on yourself.
Alright, let's see if we can go find our mans. Hey, there's some guys who might know where our mans are. Let's go talk to them.
Hello? Hello, excuse me? Sorry. Sorry to bother you. Do you know where our builders went? Someone is demanding furs.
There's our mans.
Found them. I feel that this will end in tears. Oh.
Spearmen, like...
Spearmen.
Spearmen versus horses. Things get brief. Stonework seems really good right now. Hi. Did you guys forget about Dre? It's not recommended that you forget about Dre.
Builders!
Hooray!
Bolden. So do you build something on that wonder, or it just chills?
Uh,
There's a giant hole in the ground.
Basically, it's a giant hole in the ground.
Okay. Pretty sure you just threw enough stones at that ship to actually sink it by weight, but...
I'm pretty sure I know why it's going to take us 55 million years to build this workshop. Excuse me. It's because we just threw the entire production. we just threw the entire city's GDP at this ship. And it didn't sink.
That's an archaic thing that's always confused me, is the tonnage of ships. It's not actually a weight.
It's a displacement, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
it is,
displacement of water.
but it's in units of wine casks.
Really?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Or maybe it's not casks, but it's a unit of holding wine, and that's tonnage.
Huh.
So it's not actually tons of water.
Is it a ton, like a ton of sack?
Maybe. It's a while since I read the info on it. But I found it entertaining.
I desperately just want to go for physics. Rush physics and build Notre Dame.
Why do you need physics to build that?
Because I assume it's...
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας.
I don't want...
Με δείξας. Ουδήπου.
No, I don't want to open borders with you. I think we need a workshop here. Play the long game. Play this game like we're in it for another couple thousand years.
We are at -1 happiness.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't even worry about it.
Somebody was asking. And 127 faith. Unit faith.
Yep, so
Yep.
soon we'll be able to start building all kinds of neat crap. I'm never fond of open borders with the AI. It is almost always just a way for them to, like, park units right up against your cities. Well, they're quite advanced. The Hagia Sophia is... Well, I mean, we could have researched it by now. They're just on a different track than we are.
Durr.
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 Durr. I'm actually going to build composite bowmen in Durr. Damn it, Lars! In Durr Kurigalzu.
Herder.
herderp.
Herder.
Just
Composite bowmen, so they can build composite bows already?
yeah.
125 AD?
Yep.
Sorry, when I picture composite bow, I picture, like, the pulley system things.
Oh, no.
But then
this
I
is
know
just
next
like
to nothing.
yeah, this would just be like different laminations of
Composed of different things.
yeah. I'm going to build the oracle just so we can start again rolling on our great scientist points.
More roads! Do you need to build an extra road to go to your other city? Or
Nope.
That
It's
will
just
still be a
connection to the
one-turn
road
thing?
network.
cool. How useful. Compound bow. Right.
Yeah, compound.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
So what I'm just
Herder.
herder.
Der means fort. How about that?
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας. Δι ημάς αποθήν.
No.
Shut down.
Sup, Ashton?
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα
All
τες
right.
αλωτρίας
All right, fine.
ομιλίας.
I want to build a paddock here so we can build a circus in Babylon, which will increase our happiness and hopefully get us out of this funk. May purchase with faith. I think I want to hang on and wait for a great prophet so that we can further enhance the religion instead of building missionaries. Rust and Skirk, we tried getting silk for it. But hey.
Measure what is measurable.
Yeah. Let's build civil service so we can upgrade our spearmen. Alright, next turn we complete the Oracle. Or we can just use internal trade networks. They get more science out of it, but really it's not a lot of science. 2 or 3 a turn isn't significant. And we could use it more than they could.
They don't need science.
Well, it's a difference of 1 point. So I'd like to put another city up here, maybe?
The ancient oracle said that I was the...
Blah, blah, blah. Commerce is quite good for us, I think. Because we can get mercantilism. We'll be building a lot of these kinds of buildings, and getting additional science from them is pretty good. Also, the additional happiness works nicely with rationalism, where is it?
Meh, we're already at 1
Yeah.
unit happy. Why do we need more?
So I'm going to push commercialism. Exploration, really? We don't do a lot of naval trade.
You only have one coastal city.
Yeah. In patronage, we do have a lot of city-states nearby. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, alright, actually, that's... Yeah. We can't exploit rationalism yet, it's not the Renaissance. Let's go patronage, because I want to basically really exploit the city-states nearby. And I've never done patronage before, really. Yeah, although, like, commerce is splashable, as Today I Am Re says.
What does splashable mean?
You can just take a couple of things of it. And also, like, the just 25% gold boost in the capital city is pretty strong. Ugh. The thing is that as soon as we get into the Renaissance, we'll be moving over to rationalism. So, like, we will only be taking a couple of social policies in these trees before moving over here. I think commerce is probably best for us. I'm going to adopt commerce. God, we spent so much time unhappy. That was really bad for us.
You should try harder next time.
I'm trying. I'm pretty much a giant scrub at this game, though.
I think I'm beating you on that front.
So sitting in on the stream, everything you hoped it would be and more.
Oh, of course.
Awesome.
I feel amazing and other pleasant words. Yes, that. It's mighty warm in here.
It is. All the lights and the computers.
I hope that window
Research
opens.
agreement. Yes.
Research agreement.
Ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Ooh, collaboration. That's always fun. It helps if you speak the same language. Just saying.
I'm sure our people will figure it out.
Makes it easier for collaborationalism.
Says you. Not really worth it. Ah, yes, Greshex, you're correct. It is pronounced Skirb. Get on my level, Skirb. Let's keep everyone happy, build a circus, then we'll build the Caravanassery? Caravanassery! Tremopoline! I have no idea what I'm doing. Keyboard cat.
The only thing that saves us from the bureaucracy is its inefficiency.
Like, I'd like to put down a fourth city, I just don't know if it's a good idea right now anymore. Like, even over here would be amazing, considering that we could start researching or developing universities soon, and having a city in the midst of a bunch of jungle squares is pretty strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and see what it looks like. Yeah, wagon train seems pretty good for us.
More monies.
Yeah, more monies. We went from 29 gold a turn to 37.
Bam.
Commerce! Making it rain. I have never played Dwarf Fortress Square Dot Cube. I don't know, I suppose I could give it a shot.
So out of curiosity, if you destroy the great library that somebody else built, do you then get to make a great library?
Nope, it's gone forever.
Ah. You destroyed theirs. The source of all knowledge in all the lands.
Nope.
But here's the new one.
Noep. I'd honestly like to play more Alpha Centauri sometime, but I would need to get a lot better at it. Yeah, I think we could actually put a city up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like, one right there I think would work. All this jungle. Lots of research from that once we build universities. I think that seems strong.
Just cutting down trees makes you smarter?
No, but when you've built a university, nearby jungles also produce science.
Ah. So, cutting down trees produces science.
Well, you don't cut them down. You do research with them.
Ah.
Edumacation.
You
So
can
we'll start
probably-
building universities.
Probably afford to buy Settler.
Um,
Isn't it 400 something?
yeah, but
No.
the thing is that the Byzantines are having a lot of units near my borders, and I want to be able to produce an army quickly if I need to. Who are these chuckle fucks up here? Library. What is antechamber?
I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
I'm not familiar. Yeah, you build trading. That's exactly it, Rack Strife.
Colombo. What a great name.
Mm-hmm. Everyone can hear Alex in the other room, I assume?
Presumably.
Yeah. So this is actually going to be pretty sweet for us. We'll get citrus here, bananas over here. Can we reach the sheep? We can. We'll be on a river. It helps us fence in the Byzantines a bit more, even though they don't seem terribly interested in expanding. I don't think that's really their jam.
They're more of a peanut butter nation.
Yeah. Let's build Notre Dame. Or, sorry, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the school in the United States. Notre Dame is the cathedral in wherever the fuck it is. I don't care.
We send our samples off there for crystallography.
Really?
Yeah, Notre Dame.
You mean you can't just use Frank's setup?
I think Scott's got a thing with the guy over there. They've got some set up.
Oh, okay.
All I had to do was put it in a box and send it away.
Okay.
So, worked out pretty well for me.
For a second there, I was worried that you were going to say that Frank and Scott had beef. Really, Antechamber reminds you of Cube. Oh, there's one game I really want to play. It has a French name. It's an exploration game. Yeah, let's be friends. Preface, Theodora.
I thought
They
friends
expire
again.
after a while.
Friendship off.
Yeah. Oh, chat's talking to you.
Apparently. I don't do a lot of crystallography stuff. I make things, and then I send them away to make sure that they're the things that I think they are. So that's the limit of my real understanding of crystallography. Apparently there's a comic about it. I'll have to check that out.
Maki, one of the strip search artists, was doing a comic that he does work for Popular Science, I think.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. That seems fun. We're making 44 gold a turn. By the way, everyone. Another great profit. All right. Now we're in business. Enhance religion. So basically your religions have three phases. Pantheon, first founding, or founding beliefs, and then second founding. If you fully exploit the piety culture tree, you get a reformation as well. But at each stage you add new beliefs. The piety tree gives you some really cool ones, actually. There's a Jesuit reformation that lets you get faith from... Or no, it lets you build libraries, public schools, and universities with faith points. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Second follower belief. Do we just want one of these so that we can dump, like, mosques or pagodas? So that we can just dump faith and late game into building buildings? I think that seems fine. I think pagodas is a stronger choice. Lol.
Shh. I'll get them started again.
Let's take religious texts. I mean, I'm playing pretty passively on the religion front. So, books, sure. What kind of faith is this? I mean, ignoring the name, we have desert folklore, which is like a lot of Abrahamic faiths, whatever, have that. We tax the shit out of our people. Swords into plowshares, so we value peace. We build pagodas, and we're a people of the book. I guess this is as coherent as anything else.
Yeah.
Let's actually, you know what? We're making so much goddamn money. I'm just going to buy the water mill here. And then go granary.
And you've still got 458 gold left.
Yeah. Ugh, our production is awfully low.
We require more minerals.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we are definitely not weeaboos. No. Oh no, we're Reddit. We love pagodas. We call ourselves atheists.
Don't draw attention to it. Just continue on. Carry on, as it were.
Carry on. Everything's fine. Wow, we're at -3 happiness again.
Should probably fix that shortly.
Yeah.
How does... Well, you built another city, I guess.
Yeah, that would do it a lot. That would do it quite handily. Our science output is a disgrace right now. We're making 51 science a turn.
And, sorry, remind me, what victory are we going for?
Never worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Iron, we don't want your gold, we want silk. Okay. Luxury resource for luxury resource.
Education.
Okay, so let's get these furs.
Ermagerd furs?
Ermagerd furs.
Are we going to send the furs to Dur?
We are. Furs Gur to Dur. Well, what?
Wait, what?
Since when did we agree to open borders?
You agreed to that a very long time ago.
We were friends, not open borders.
No, you did that a while ago.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. I should pay attention to that.
Yeah, you probably should. It was open borders. I don't even remember what you traded for it.
That's weird.
You're
Why did I do that?
Whore, Cameron.
Let's see. We make 16 gold going to Constantinople. That seems fine. They get 5 out of it. Acoustics. And then... hurry production
Research
into Notre
agreement.
Dame.
That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Right. Eh, well, that's fine.
It was the fine print on the research agreement. This is why so little collaboration happens.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean you get patent rights?
Oh,
Architecture has recorded the great
it's so true it hurts.
10 happiness.
Not only
Feels
every religious
good.
symbol, but every human thought has its page in that vast book.
Hi everyone, I'm real bad at this game.
Well, we haven't lost yet.
No, not yet.
Why is whichever civilization that is cycling through your borders? Just 'cause?
Probably exploration.
Okay.
Aha!
Nobody likes fog anyway.
No. We have a spy. Cool. M. We have M. We're gonna put M in our capital city of Babylon,
Ah, fantastic.
where she can do counterintelligence and level up in relative safety.
Well, actually, we've got a he now.
A he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Everything's right with the world again now that everyone involved with James Bond is a man. M used to be a woman. Then she was brutally incompetent and replaced her with a man. Now it's just all high fives up in MI6.
Pretty sure she got killed, Cam.
She did.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I would hope that everyone will have seen that by now, but
I think after 2 years.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hark. It's someone for us to murder.
Yay!
Bunk.
So many misspellings.
Yeah. Dame Judi Dench was amazing. She brought so much class to that franchise.
That would be amazing. Sean Connery playing a Bond villain.
Except he's like 1,000 years old now.
Oh,
Even when
perfect.
even when he was young, it was a joke that Sean Connery couldn't do the action scenes without needing to pause for a cigar and a brandy. Why would I save?
Have you met him?
This is Iron Man, son.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα
Nope.
Θεσσαλονίκη.
Nope. Get the hell out. Get out.
We just wanted the open borders for the research, baby. I'm sorry you thought it was something more. This actually got really gross all of a sudden. I'm sorry, chat.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα Θεσσαλοτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
Hey.
Yay.
You should have asked for open borders on your side.
You just want to let us in?
More science.
Yeah, I think more science is good.
Given that we are trying to go for science. Just, throwing it out there. And we're already getting 62 gold per turn.
Yeah. We're making so much money, you guys. That went so well, let's build another one.
What are you building again?
Another caravan.
Oh, okay.
Holy city for atheism. Lol, 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 lol.
Their rising all at once was as the sound of thunder.
And then we can build the Sistine Chapel.
Yay. More
I don't
happy?
even know why I want the Sistine Chapel. I think it's just kind of cool.
It's got that pretty picture on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's for a culture victory. It's not really for us.
In the country of the blind,
Aha!
that man is king.
But now, having researched our first Renaissance era technology, we are now in the Renaissance era, which means that we can start opening up rationalism as a cultural thing.
How very rational of you.
I know. We're very rational, just like Reddit.
I see what you did there.
I guess the AI goes for the religions that make the most sense for the countries, right? Like the Byzantines founded Eastern Orthodoxy. The Americans always seem to go for Protestantism, I've found. We can either trade with the city-state, or we can start doing food. Food is kind of important.
What does food actually let you do?
Food expands. Food means the city will grow faster.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of really good. For Lars,
What did I...
you're standing on my headphones.
Yeah, well, these cords, man.
Almost ripped my head off. No big deal. Did I? I'm really sorry.
What did I do?
I don't know. Yeah. We're making so much money, let's just push food.
85 per turn. Gold.
Yeah, 85 gold per turn. Let's build a garden in Babylon so that we can actually try to pretend that we're trying to get famous people or great people.
Still haven't gotten the wonder.
The Wonder?
Yeah,
Remember the Wonder?
I wonder.
The merchants and the traders have come.
Yeah,
Their
alright, now we can
bodies are
construct trading
preordained.
posts, which means that these jungles will be suddenly useful to us.
Finally, it's all coming together.
Yeah. After 4,000 years. I think compass to let us build an additional trade route. Oh, somebody hasn't been doing their job. Counterintelligence has let us down. Somebody stole acoustics.
Wow, M failed us.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, she'll get the next one. Or he. It's a non-specific rule. The M entity will not fail us again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hark.
The barbarian just pops up. Yeah.
Just did.
Yeah.
You are now pikemen. You can't get to me in one turn.
Do you have to assign your spies to counterintelligence?
No.
Okay.
They just do it.
Okay.
Well, these guys are all going to get killed. Fill those men with holes.
Rolled.
What up? What now, barbarians? Did you all just get piked? Right in your pike faces?
Stop. Can't. Yeah.
I find
No.
Never.
You're not my supervisor. I keep thinking that's the radioactive symbol underneath the nameplate of Der.
Oh, yeah. No, that's just the trades. Indicates that there's a trade connection. Man, that golden age was good to us. We made so much money.
Up to 90 a turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, we got our first great scientist.
Woo! Wait, I thought we already had one.
Or our second great scientist.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Get effed, Chunk Lord. I don't know what I'm saying.
Dude, I lost you a while ago.
Hmm. Okay. After we finish building the national epic, we'll build a trade route from the capital to Monaco. Dot policy, go to rationalism. We're in good shape, guys. 722 research seems like quite a bit more than we will get out of building an academy at this stage. Turn 175. How many turns in this length of game?
I have no idea.
It's a standard length game. Chat, help me do the math here. Do we want to build an academy, or do we just want to get 722 research out of Merit Ptah?
Also, are you supposed to do a commercial break?
Oh, yeah. 500? Okay, yeah. We definitely want to build an academy then.
Who is the scientist?
Merit Ptah.
Ah.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. I was hoping you knew, and we were about to elaborate.
Yeah. I'm blisteringly incompetent. You, kill those men, please. Thank you.
Dead. That was close.
Quite. But then we took all their cash.
Yeah, because we totally needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've definitely got, just under 1,600.
Oh, there we go. The first named woman in all of science.
Huh. Cool. Go heal.
We have one man left. How many people? We have 500 people in the stream. Wow.
Whoa.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ma. I'm on the TV. And he was never invited again. Durr.
Durr.
I can't stop.
I know, right?
I can't stop durring.
Durr.
Durr.
Yep. These poor knights.
They're trapped, aren't they?
Yep.
It's good for them.
Lol owned. Okay. Kiev is cultured. Monaco is also cultured. So what we're going to do is... Oh, right. Wait.
Should probably, use a little bit of that stuff.
Buy a caravan. Gunpowder, there we go. Monaco.
$95 gold a turn.
We aren't even in a golden age.
Still 9 happy though.
Yep. We're in really good shape.
Sistine Chapel.
Mm-hmm. Hooray. Is Monaco our buds? They are!
Hey.
Are Monaco our buds? No, is. Wait, what?
Am.
Am?
Yeah. Am.
Really? I didn't think so.
Ism?
Ism. Ism they are buds? I have no idea.
Ken has buds? We are in BC anyway.
No! Stop trying to make open borders happen. They aren't gonna happen.
But she's like half naked.
Whatever, it's hot. I'm not here to shame Theodora.
She just wants it.
Jeez, Theodora, no! That knight is just gonna have to sail around on its own.
No, build a ship for it. Build a city with a ship.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας ομιλίας. Με δείξας.
So you got silk now. What does silk get you?
Silk gets me way more happy people.
Okay.
Yeah, everything seems to be coming up, Cameron.
So it's all gonna go tits up sometime soon?
Oh, absolutely. Like,
some minor mistake that you made about 100
oh no,
turns ago.
I've been playing super sloppy. Okay. What do we actually want to do here?
Build all of the things.
Mm-hmm.
Sistine Chapel? You said you wanted to do that a while ago.
It doesn't really do anything for us, it's just kind of cool.
Okay. Then for 17 turns, is it really worth it?
Not really. I suppose I could be doing other things, but what? We could build a
gets you closer to
trebuchet for no
science.
particular reason. You know what? More wonders are always good.
Did you just call it a trebuchet?
A trebuchet. It's what it says, Lars. Trebuchet.
That is not how you spell bucket. You should write a letter. An angry, angry letter.
Yeah, let's build a musicians guild. Yeah, and you're right, we should also just buy this thing.
Expand that damn wonder already.
Oh, we have 490 faith! We should do something with that.
Durr?
Durr.
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 The day when two Cork can annihilate each other in 1 second. All's
Actually, you know what? Give a gift. Have 1,000 gold. No, wait, what are we at?
Whoa. Yeah, how much of a friend do you want to be?
Quite good.
So you're like a sugar daddy at this point?
Yeah, we're making it rain. We can generate a great musician for Monaco, eventually. We've even displaced their local religion. Great Prophet has no name.
So he's the silence?
Mm-hmm. Distressing. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, what just happened? We totally have never exploited this wheat. That's really dumb.
You're definitely winning on this one, aren't you?
Well, I'm not losing yet. I don't think I'm winning. But we do seem to be kind of ahead. Yeah.
Those missionaries? I haven't been paying attention. No,
That's my Great Prophet.
Okay.
I have no idea what to do with that guy.
So you're just walking him over to another city?
Well, they can spread my faith,
Ah.
like a super missionary.
Hmm.
Hmm. Sure. Do we actually have to build something here? Weird. How about a workshop? That seems fine.
Sure.
I mean, I could build, like, a shrine out in the desert here and just have a place where I build a lot of faith. But,
Well, you do have... Don't you have a bunch of the perks that give you a bunch of perks for the shrines?
no, I decided to go with something else, actually.
Okay.
So, what we're going to do is start building trading posts on all the jungles.
Wherever we look, the work of the chemist has raised the level of our civilization and has increased the productive capacity of the nation.
True facts.
True dat. Atheism 1000.
Atheism 1000! That's a lot of atheism! Then we build Oxford University and the National College.
Ooh.
So National College is... I forget, is this a national one? No, yeah, this is a national wonder. We crushed their religion. Additional food in Kurigalzu, or
No, just Dur.
just Dur.
Dur.
Okay, hold up. Who wants a trade mission? Is it Columbo? Yeah, we're not winning that one. Cape Town wants a trade mission. They have whales.
Save the whales, man.
And yeah, Theodora doesn't want us moving in on Monaco, so we'll indulge her and just go to Cape Town. We like actually totally annihilated their religion. Oh, no, wait, that's just their symbol. I got all confused. I thought the Eastern Orthodox cross was a religion they had founded, but no, they're actually just...
Chilling.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is bring this guy back and build a shrine out in the desert.
An appropriate place for it.
Dur Kurgalzu is just a great name. I'm not changing it. M has been promoted.
How? She hasn't done anything.
She's gotten better at her job.
Okay. Well, did she catch anything?
Not yet, but hopefully she will soon.
So she's theoretically better at her job.
Well, we haven't been spied on recently.
I guess.
Oh, we can't build a shrine? Oh, shame. Alright, well, we'll spread it around. Maybe we'll go to Kiev. I know how this game works.
And stuff.
Oh, M did kill a Byzantine spy.
Ah. Bam.
I am waiting for an apology, Theodora.
Huh.
Ελπίζω σε είδες της αυτό και ο έδρας
More contrition.
γνώθησε μόνον εν τούτο τον κόσμο. Μη
More contrition blocks. Okay,
She's not
fine.
making eye contact.
You look embarrassed. I forgive you.
I don't know. I wasn't sold. Oh well.
Yeah, that's right.
113 gold per turn.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, man, it'd be sweet if you could get Mallory Archer as a spy.
Fail so much though.
Are you kidding? Mallory's awesome. I just want to hang out with Mallory.
You just want to drink the scotch.
She's got great scotch.
Joyfully to the breeze, Royal Odysseus spread his
All
sail.
right.
$1,000 atheisms.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw all of the atheisms at them.
Yep. All of them.
It's almost atheismic.
We're bros! Everyone's a bro! Monaco, do you want to be a bro?
That's Columbo.
Columbo, I don't even care!
You just blew all of your gold.
We'll have more. It's a party in this civilization and
Apparently.
everyone's invited.
Oxford. We're gonna have someone visiting from there.
Really?
Yeah, to do researchy stuff.
We who?
Our group.
Cool.
Yep. It's gonna be coming at the end of the month.
Hmm.
Power using the mass spec for a couple of weeks. And then returning home.
Приветствую тебя,
Uh-oh.
незнакомец. Если твой ум
Hey, Alex, what's up?
сравним с
Hi.
твоей
Are you winning?
привлекательностью,
I haven't lost.
Haven't lost, but we just found out the...
Die
Okay, Mary
Erzherzogin zu
Therese.
Österreich heißt Eure Eminenz
So we got new
willkommen.
civilizations?
Yeah, we met the other two civilizations on this map.
Ah.
4 wird gespeist.
So... The Russians can be bad news in late game. Make a proposal.
Proposing so soon? You just met.
What do we want? Science funding, I think. Yeah, the Russians get this insane bonus called Siberian Riches, which doubles the amount of, what is it, iron, oil, and uranium they extract from those tiles,
Wow.
which means they can support just enormous armies.
Как тебе понравится, если я предложу
I'm not
такой
trading a
обмен?
luxury resource for 6 gold per turn. You could use salt, though.
I don't know, she might be...
Прекрасно.
Not salty.
The Russians are very dangerous. What?
Whoso pulleth out the sword of the stone.
Everything in this tree is so good. I don't even know where to go first. How many specialists are we having? Quite a few. I think... Yeah. I think we want the one from specialists. Oh, also they get bonus horses because their special unit is a Cossack, which is a deadly cavalry unit. Utter bastards. Okay, secularism. Let's do it. That boosted our research by a little bit.
A little tiny bit.
Oh, fine, I'll buy the crater. Are you guys happy now?
We were talking about it since turn, what? 2?
1. Fine, I bought you guys the crater. Are you happy? Yeah, what up, Catherine?
How you doing?
Stop trying to make open borders happen.
Well, she saw Catherine moving in. You know? Wants to reaffirm your relationship.
That's not how we are.
Sirens!
Who is this? Ariabata. I don't know that one either. Do you know that person, chat?
Of course they do. If not, they'll look up the Wikipedia.
Awesome.
Give it
More
about 30
academies.
seconds.
who wants a trade route, and who haven't we just utterly bought out?
No, you're not allowed to touch Monaco.
Great mathematician astronomers from the classical age of Indian mathematics and Indian astronomy. His works include the Aryabhatiya, and the Arya Siddhanta. Neat. Okay. So, absent anything else interesting. Yeah, let's trade embassies.
Hope you didn't open your borders for that.
No. God, no. Man, I forgot how long it takes to put trading posts in jungles.
Oh right, he helped with pie.
Oh really?
Yeah, then there was Zero. Yeah, I remember reading about that a while ago. Just didn't cue to the name.
Seems like an important kind of person.
A little bit, yeah. Gave us the concept of Zero. Wait, what?
Oh, the Austrians.
Oh.
What's their theme music? I want to say it sounds like Mozart.
I don't recognize it.
Happiness. A good bank account, a good cook, and a good digestion.
Were you concerned that we weren't going to be making enough money?
I don't recall ever saying that. Got another trade route open. Or
We
one of
do
those-
too.
The cycly thing, that means trade
Okay.
route, right?
So what we're going to do, since we just have so much money... Actually, we don't have enough money to do this right away.
Nope.
We're going to build a harbor in Akkad, and then a cargo ship, and start trading overseas.
Should build an academy in Akkad. And call it an academy.
I will cut you. Cut you for real. Have you heard the good word about atheism? The internet is here, ladies and gentlemen.
So does that mean there's a counter religion called trolling?
Possibly.
Yeah. You just threw 1,000 atheisms at them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I know Mozart was from Salzburg, right? I think we still want to go to Constantinople.
Oh, apparently somebody made that joke earlier.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. We miss chat sometimes.
Pardon me? Everyone loves atheism.
Mm-hmm. It's a great religion.
It is the newspaper's duty to
All
bring
right.
the news and raise hell.
Choose a free tack. Alright. I guess fertilizer leads us to dynamite.
The nation that destroys its soil destroys itself. We admit of no government by divine right. The only
New era.
legitimate right
Yep.
to govern is an
Yeah, let's
express
pollute the
grant of
world,
power
man.
From the government.
It's a phase. We'll get through it. Don't even worry about it. What do we want for our... Okay, we need 400 faith to purchase a pagoda. We'll be fine. Everything's cool. Bank? Zoo? Constabulary? How about bank first, because we aren't making enough bank?
You said you were going to build a port.
Yeah. We should probably have some kind of navy. Oh, we got another spy.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, Mozart was from Salzburg, but... So, Mary Therese's music is who? Sorry? I missed it. I'm scrolling up.
Scrolls the other way, remember?
Oh, right. It's Curran? Don't know that one.
Or do I?
Alright.
Oh, you can vote on the game?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Vote it up, vote it down.
Seems to be doing well.
Yeah, people like this game.
That's a lot of votes. And we just went up by 10 by mentioning it.
Everyone loves this game.
Everyone loves it. Bold it.
Ich sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast. Soll keiner sagen, ich sei eine ungerechte Frau. Treffen wir eine Abmachung.
See, the violin line reminds me a lot of, was it Lacrimosa from Mozart's Requiem?
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, one person voted that they didn't like it.
Oh, shame that.
For shame.
I've got this spy to assign. Illuma Illy.
second I thought
The
it said
winds and the
Illuminati.
waves are always on the side of the ablest navigator.
Alright. We will use our spies defensively, or actually...
Send a spy over to Teo.
No. What I want is to put them in the places where I will keep my newbie spies at home, where they can do counterintelligence, and move my experienced spies over to city-states, where they can hopefully help to keep the city-states as my allies. We're going to buy a pagoda in my capital. 2 happiness, 2 culture, 2 faith.
Aw, yeah.
Where's dynamite? Dynamite. Me. Avalon.
Me? I choose me.
Wow, Theodora's already pushing for
Atheism?
atheism as the world religion. How do these work?
I have no idea.
I suppose I should have a spy as a diplomat. No, I want it to be me. No. 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 Actually, I'm not going to commit delegates to this. Wait. No, I really should have. No, it's passed.
Nope.
Oh well. Whoops, I guess we're not playing that game.
We didn't need them anyway.
Nope.
Well, you lost a lot of happiness there.
Yeah. Moves.
We're only at 6 happy.
We'll get back to it. Don't you even worry. She'll come back.
She'll come crawling back, asking for open borders.
Ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast. Soll keiner sagen, ich sei eine ungerechte Frau.
Bam.
Yep.
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας
Yeah.
ομιλίας.
Oh, we're friends again.
Yeah.
For the, what, 6th time?
Yep. Well, we're not going to be allies. That would be nuts. But...
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα τες αλωτρίας
Nope.
ομιλίας.
Nope.
Με δείξας.
Nope. Nope. Unacceptable.
Δι μας.
Then nope.
Great musician.
Yeah. I wonder who it is.
Watch it be Mozart.
Camille Saint-Saëns. Great work. Or do we send him on a tour? Nah, let's create a great work. Saint-Saëns created, yeah. Yeah, so now we have great work in our opera house. Yeah, that sounds great.
Hells yeah.
There never was a good knife made of bad steel.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about Theodora's win con. I think it might be a good idea to start getting their city-states away from them. So I'm going to build a road to Monaco.
Dun dun dun.
How much is a harbor? Too much money. Why did I even do that? So we're just gonna put that guy to sleep for a little while. Until we find some place that will let us trade. We'll send this guy back to Adrianople. Adrianople? Adrianope?
Did they catch your spy?
No, they're just saying that Theodora is plotting against us.
Ah. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Not at all. Could mean anything, I'm sure it's nothing. Theodora is our loyal friend.
Right. He's been asking for open borders incessantly for 218 turns.
Yep. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about.
Let's just make sure our units are fully upgraded.
We require more minerals. Quick, let's find the edge of the map.
Well, they're the Russians.
Yep. Those knights are still there.
Those guys are going to be seriously irritating if we ever go to war with the Byzantines.
Yeah, you'll have to maybe put some units there.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know where Maria Teresa is. Oh, the Russians are going to crush the Austrians.
Austrians are on the other side of the map, aren't they?
No, they link up. They're probably sharing a continent.
Oh, I see.
Welp.
So how much more do we need for a science victory?
We're quite a ways away.
Okay.
Oh, Yekaterinaburg sucks. I don't want to send one of my trade units there. It's only got 7 population.
I like how you said you were going to do all sorts of stuff with that desert.
Yeah, no.
And it's mostly still desert.
Nope. Turns out desert is hard to do stuff with.
We love the King Day. They want pearls. Well, suck it up.
+1 gold from science buildings, that would be great. Great scientists earn 25% faster, but I think more money is what we really want here.
You always want more money.
Or activating free thought will be really good because all that extra research from trading posts. But more gold. Yeah, guys, what happened early on in the game is that we got a bunch of faith boosts, which allowed us to found a religion and grab tithe, and spread that religion to the Byzantines early on. And the Byzantines did their thing where they just spread their religion everywhere, so now our religion is functionally the religion of the world, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, there's Eastern Orthodoxy over here. But, like, on our continent, it's all over the place, and part of that religion is tithe, so we're making all the money. No! Stop trying to make open borders happen.
Wars may be fought with weapons, but they are won by men. It is the...
Man, when these knights get back to their home city, I don't even think they're going to be speaking the same language anymore.
They've been annexed for how many hundreds of years?
Thousands at this point. Okay, let's purchase a harbor here. Oh, can't quite do it. Next turn. Alright, everything's fine. We really have to start producing more culture. Not to compete with the Byzantines per se, but to just actually get our trees fully exploited. Oh my god, Theodora. No open borders. Coastal cities, motherfuckers. Did any of you build them? Colombo.
Aluminium from Kiev.
Ooh. I am not willing to open my borders to Theodora. Her military is huge. I guess. Do we just go to Yekaterinburg? Purchase.
Wait.
1 gold short. Hella lame. Oh, we can finally exploit those pearls too. Perfect.
Pearl.
Interesting.
It's a tarp. They were trying to annex you.
Oh, I was gonna buy something there.
Meh.
That'll still be there next turn. Okay. Now let's see where this trade route can reach. That seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then we want those pearls, so we're going to build a workboat here as well. And with a session coming up in 4 turns, we want allies, so we have delegates. We are doing stuff with the crater. You can't build stuff in the crater.
Challenge accepted.
I would love to play more Civ in the future. I mean, I'll probably be playing it next week, the same game, maybe. Unless we get utterly crushed here, which is a possibility. I mean, somebody could just show up and be like, lol, you're dead.
So what do trading posts get you?
They let... Okay, remember how jungles produce science when you have a
Right.
university? Trading posts produce additional gold.
Okay.
And they also produce all kinds of other stuff later in the game. Yes, we'll fill in the crater.
This giant hole in the ground, we're gonna fill it in so that we can use it.
Yep. That crater? Oh, we totally fixed that.
Natural wonder.
Ooh, entire.
So would you say that your entire game is...
I will hurt you. Please believe me. Next turn we can build a pagoda. That's pretty cool.
I thought we already had one. Or are you building another one?
Как тебе
Another one,
понравится,
I think.
если
Yeah,
я
we'll continue
предложу
that deal.
такой обмен?
Salt for cotton. Very medieval sounding. Alright, another great scientist. Who is it this time? Oh, Leibniz. Baller. We just discovered calculus.
Yes! Hey, calculus. Math is my bane.
Oh. Don't be like that.
Shut up, computational.
Hey, just because, like, my shit is amazing, and yours
It's pretty
Is
colors. I get
actually,
pretty colors.
actually
I
like,
don't.
useful, and people want it.
What, mine? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Lars set up to make fat bank here when he graduates.
I can dream. Because that's what they told me when I signed up.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Just start grad school. You'll make tons of money.
Go to work for Imperial Oil or something.
Yay.
I kind of really love the rivalry between Leibniz and Newton fans, and I guess between the two of them themselves over who actually discovered calculus. I just also really love the idea that Newton was crazy. Newton was for real crazy.
Well, don't you have to be? Oh, look, that's a tiny Great Barrier Reef.
Hmm.
You're doing it wrong, game.
Are you kidding? It occupies many hexes. Well, I guess in
two?
Australia it would be like over across the entire map here.
Yep.
Architecture. So now we have discovered dynamite, which means we have 3 hex artillery. And I don't know, but in previous iterations of this game, the AI had no idea how to deal with 3 hex artillery. It couldn't fight it effectively, it didn't know how to protect itself from it, and it couldn't exploit it. Yeah, world religion atheism. Pimp yeah. My religion.
Is that all the forum was that was everybody agreeing that that atheism was going to be the best?
Oh, I proposed that we increase science's funding so that, like, scientists, merchants, and great engineers are produced faster, but musicians, artists, and writers are produced slower.
Yeah, we don't need writers.
Well, I mean, it would have really pissed off Theodora because she's clearly going for a culture victory. Fails.
What?
No.
How did that fail?
I don't know. 4 nay. Oh. Yeah. It didn't quite get the votes. Turns out these people like having Eastern Orthodoxy.
Yaroslavl. Do they have the Great Wall of China?
Looks like it. Basically, I much prefer like Leibniz notation for calculus. Therefore, Leibniz invented everything. His notation clearly better than Newton's notation, at least in the fields that I use it in.
Architecture begins where engineering ends.
Bolden. Just build a road to everywhere.
Well, they have to want a road.
Oh.
Give a gift. Now we're allies.
Hey! Do they want a road now?
No,
Oh.
probably not. I mean, they might. Roads are expensive, though.
Geneva. So, do they automatically host all conventions at this point?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
It would, wouldn't it?
Archaeology. I'm really excited to try this out. I've never actually been able to do anything with archaeology yet.
Oh, maybe we can do an archaeological dig in that crater.
We might get some archaeological digs that spawn over places where we crushed barbarians, actually,
Oh.
which would be kind of cool.
Tyre and Russia are no longer allies. I guess Russia just tired of their presence. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Not yet, you're not. Not yet, you're not. Zoo. God, our cities are huge. I mean, well, they're not huge. They're decent.
Enough.
Yeah. Like, you know, you can get cities up to like 50 people.
Mm. We found the Arctic.
Well, we already knew that. One of the things I really love is that the Great Wall turns up where your cultural borders are at the time that it's finished. So it's always like, in future eras, it's kind of this obsolete fortification.
Perfect.
But I think it's kind of cool. Do we just start mashing the artillery button now?
If you're going for a military victory?
Well, it also helps protect us from, like...
Someone turning on you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because our military strength is probably really low right now, which means that other like the AI will look at kind of the combined strength of your military, when it's deciding whether it just wants to kill you.
Do you have any military?
We have a few units. Wellington. We've met Australia. Them and their giant spiders.
Too true.
All right.
They keep moving the knights.
Yeah. Maybe this way.
You guys must be
Nope.
getting bored. No, let's try this way again. Nope.
Nope. Maybe this way. Vatican City. Ally of Theodora. What a surprise.
Trait religious.
Really?
Who'd have thunk? I think we should convert them.
Yeah, that would be handy. How's it going? Now we're friends.
We will soon send you atheism.
Hold up. Do we have a... Do we have a research agreement? We do. Perfect. Totes perf.
You didn't run any commercials.
Oh, I haven't. Whoops. Also, my stream is over.
Time flies when you're civving.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, you're just playing this game and suddenly it's 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
4 days later, and you're just like, no, one more turn. Okay.
Just one more turn, guys.
Yeah, I guess we should call it here for this week and reconvene next week. And I should run unad, maybe, because that's kind of my responsibility. Whoops. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you guys can keep a secret, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not doing terribly, but Catherine's way out in front. Like, everyone else is kind of in a pack right behind Catherine. So, what I should probably do if I'm playing smart is just bump off Theodora. They've got, like, what? 3 cities by the look of it? A reasonable military at this point, but I think we could probably take them with another couple of turns of work. Like, we just develop some more artillery and some musketmen, and we just go and wreck them.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. And that might let us compete with Russia.
Maybe.
Maybe. But, like, the 329 science per turn seems decent. I feel really bad. We came up from small times with Theodora.
Yeah, with open border requests the entire time.
Yeah. But nope. What I am going to do is I'm going to move M out of Kiev and move M into let's see. How do we turn them into a diplomat?
You can do that.
Yeah, you can just convert them into a diplomat, I think.
Just put them in the capital is what people are
Just
saying.
put them in the capital?
Yeah.
Okay. Diplomat.
Bam.
Actually, no, not there. M, where is it? We want you to go to Moscow as a diplomat.
Dun dun dun.
All right. So what we're going to do is save there and reconvene next week. Have a good time until then, and thank you for having joined us on Swiftly Tilting Cameron. I'm going to run an ad. I would appreciate it if you guys watched. That would be swell.
That'd be great.
See you in a week.
See you guys later.
Later.